Ready for evolution. I don't want you to think I was talking, but I was still rearranging a lot of equipment. I had a lengthy conversation with some of our colleagues, and it sort of threw me behind. So, welcome everyone. Welcome to another one of those fantabulous trainings that we have going on, because we are here to discuss Lydian World as well as the NFTs. And there'll be some other nuances that we'll throw into the mix. There's no doubt about it. But it's indeed a great honor, a privilege, and a pleasure to be before you one more again today. And this presentation is coming to you live, as well as over our YouTube channel. The YouTube channel is on right now. It's the Eric Trey Muhammad YouTube channel. We're still working through a block in the Team Believe channel or platform, which was, it was deserving. So we're just working through that, to say the least, but indeed it's an honor. I want you all to mark your calendars and make sure that you know that on the 18th of this month, which is Saturday, December 18th at 3 p.m. on this very same platform, we're going to return here. We're going to return to do our Lydian World Citizens Training, where you'll get the opportunity to look into what it is that we look into positioning, rather, in the Lydian world, how you can do it. And we'll go over some of the nuances that are associated with it. Mr. Mike Johnson and I had a couple of revelations over today, so we're really excited to come with the presentation on Saturday. You want to make sure all your teams are there. And we're just in warm-up phase right now. We're going to go ahead and launch some other video, then we'll go into announcements. But of course, at that time, we'll also acknowledge the presence of our co-hosts and anything they like to say. We'll stand by. In the words of that great millennial, Mr. Matthew Taylor, all right, all right, all right, all right. Welcome to the platform, Mr. Mike Johnson. Welcome to you, Miss Nicole Nikki Knox. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Brother Eric Ture Muhammad.
How you doing, Sister Nikki? I see a hand up. You should be able to unmute. Oh, you popped out and came back in?
Yes, she did. You need to make her co-host.
You should have it. Hey, Nikki!
How you doing? Feel like I ain't talked to you since yesterday.
Oh, man. Before we get started, maybe you all can give your assessment from either what you've heard or what you experienced with this platform, whether or not you think the training has been beneficial and to what extent, if you don't mind sharing. Either of you.
Nick, always let ladies go first.
Okay. You can twist my arm. Okay, listen. Every single time I've gotten on here, just listening to yourself, Mike Johnson, and the different special guests that have came on and the things that they've shared, it just fires me up even more. Like, I already knew that the NFTs were going to be something that I just knew I wanted to have. I had no clue what we were going to do with them, but I got them anyway. But just to know and get more insight on just how dynamic this really is, it's just fired me up on another level. And I told you, like, I get on there and I be like, I need to smash the button. I need to, like, woo, let me smash. I'll be mad that I'll be in the car and can't smash the button some of the time when y'all be talking. I'll be ready to pull over. But, I've absolutely enjoyed this training. It has definitely given me a lot more information that we all needed, and just fired me up. I love it. Thank you. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
And just so you know, Brother Eric, you and I have had private conversations, and I asked you a question privately that I will ask you publicly. Where do you get all of those amazing toys? Family, at the end of the day, Brother Eric has the unique ability of diving into some information and finding nuggets that's in the information in plain sight that some of us may have missed. He mentioned briefly that he and I came across a revelation today, and it's been sitting there since forever. And we both kind of walked past it. He focused on a little bit more so than I did. But just by sharing the dynamic of some of the information that's available to us, we have a wealth of information available in each of our back offices. I encourage you to spend some time back there. Definitely download that game book and dive into that game book, because it will help you tremendously, and plug into as many of these trainings as you possibly can. As Miss Nikki Knox shared, there's not a day that I've been on here, and I've been on here every day, that I didn't learn something new. So I'm going to use a term that I've heard very often. You might want to buckle up because I believe Brother Eric is going to bring the noise again today. So back to you, Brother Eric.
Well, I thank you, and as well as Sister Nikki, because you want to be worth people's time and consideration. And I'm not talking about me as a person, but I'm talking about the content that we bring. It's our hope and desire that is something that you can use that will get you further in whatever particular strategies or goals you have for yourself as it relates to this opportunity in the Lydian world, in NFTs. And I'm encouraging you all to make sure you get a copy of that game book. We're going to show you how you can get access your copy. And so go through it. And we may comb through some of it today, but I really, really, truly want you to get into the habit of exploring those elements of your back office that are designed to set you free. They're designed to set you free. They're not just there as trimming or molding to a car. You know, this is where practically every button in that back office serves a purpose to reward you. So you want to be able to pay attention and take advantage of the tools that are in your hands for free. Now, when we get to the 18th and we get to the Lydian world, we're going to see a summation of continents, countries. We're going to see what's required at bare minimum to enter a country as a citizen. You'll see the legacy points that are associated with that entry. You're going to be armed and equipped with tools that enhances your decision making. All right, so we do encourage you to make sure that you're a part of that training. Now, this today we're going to continue as we've been doing to share with those who might be here for the first time. We welcome you. We want to help you understand the power of what we have in this world, GS Partners, and as it relates to the Lydian world. Now, GS Partners, for those of you here the first time, we are in an opportunity where two things primarily happen. In this opportunity, we get paid to save our own money, and we generate income when we encourage others to do what we do. Those are primarily the two things that we do. Now, inside of those things are tremendous amounts of income streams. Everything we do in the world of GS Partners is an asset producing activity. So it's nothing but opportunity all the way and throughout the infrastructure of this blockchain ecosystem and our utility coin. So what are some of the jumpstart things that we can do when we look to maximize, and this is, I'm telling you what I've done, to maximize, okay, the potential found in GS Partners. I chose to build both sides of the world. I chose to work from accumulating the asset and telling everybody I know. You see, I combine those things because in this world, it all works together. You can accumulate the asset because we're in the asset accumulation business, and you can never lose or suffer a loss in dealing with the asset unless you let go of the asset. And through Wealth Builders Worldwide, which serves as our foundation, it allows us to gain in wealth education, the kind of education that shows you how wealth works and how it could work for you once you embrace it. So Wealth Builders Worldwide is a culture, it's a philosophy, it's a training, it's a global organization of entrepreneurs with the express mission to help others enhance their lives, achieve their dreams, and build massive wealth. Gold Standard Partners is a vehicle by which we're realizing those tools, those enhancements, and the ability to grow and develop massive wealth. It helps to promote lifestyle. And in that promotion of lifestyle, we have an understanding. And what is that understanding? When you accumulate assets that enhance your lifestyle, you'll find yourself positioned eventually where you can live off the asset. Living off this asset and spending an asset are two different things. We don't spend here if we can help it. We use and we circulate. We move the assets around to draw a greater value and add value to a declining dollar in a society where we have to utilize cash, we have to utilize money, where our assets stretch our dollars. Okay, the dollar bill worldwide, the US dollar worldwide, is anywhere between 3 to 5 cents in purchasing strength, meaning the purchasing power of $1 US is anywhere from 3 cents to 5 cents in purchasing strength. That's why we get so crippled and we're so befuddled when we get the same amount of money, a fixed salary or fixed income that may come in on a monthly or every 2 weeks. The net amount doesn't change. However, it doesn't go as far in this pay period as it did the previous pay period, because inflation is a calculation that happens to us every day. Every day, every second of a clock that's ticked, debt is occurring. And we live in a debt managing, credit managing society. But when you understand the power of where you are and where you want to go, and you align yourself with the right community to make that desire of where you want to go a reality, then you begin to attract the tools. You begin to maneuver differently. You align yourself in a community that shows you how you can make it all work. Mr. Johnson said something to me earlier today, about a lemon and lemonade. And I'm sure you all heard it before. When the world deals you lemons, you make lemonade. Well, we're reseeding that lemon, and we're growing groves, we're growing orchards, and we're making a ton of aid. We have enough left over to add to meal preparation. I mean, this is what wealth building does. It's a system of leverage. We're going to show you through this opportunity how you leverage your assets to leverage a lifestyle that will extend into generational wealth. Does that make sense? So let's begin with this Lydian world that we're in. The Lydian world is a virtual composite of the real world. Now, you need to understand something here, and many of us through our conditioning, we miss this point. Have you ever looked at, let's choose a news program like World News Tonight, all right? That's a popular network program, right? Where they do it in the evening, they're supposed to give you what's considered world news. If you ever notice, they only give you the world news as it relates to the United States. If you're a US resident, if you have access to these channels. They say world news, but it's not the world. It's how they perceive the world or how they relate to the world, okay? So news, N-E-W-S, is not really a word. It's more so an acronym. NEWS stands for North, East, West, and South. It's the control of information from all points. And so whoever controls your information, whoever controls your training, whoever controls what goes in between these two ears, those 6 inches, right? Whoever controls that controls your activity. And so we've been a part of a society where if you heard Mr. Dalco's presentation today at the 12 noon wealth building event, you're going to know that 95% of the people of the earth who embrace the conditioning of a few will literally work until they die. There's no leverage in that. Here in the Lydian world, you're going to receive a composite, the makeup of the entire planet. And in that composite and makeup of the entire planet, what it also affords you the opportunity to do is redesign, recreate, redevelop that country or those countries that you become a citizen in and get paid a real passive residual income as a result of your contributions to that country that you become citizen in. And you receive it monthly for life. This is why we encourage all of you to take a screenshot and share this message out with everyone. And then you want to take massive action to share out 2 particular notices at the same time. One, you're going to make sure that you go to Believe TV, our YouTube channel, Believe TV, hashtag Team Believe, and you're going to select this particular video. You might want to screenshot it so you'll know what you're looking for. It says J Height 12/1/21. That's Mr. Joseph Height's presentation to us on December 1st. It was the monthly vision webinar conducted by him, and he shared with us what we can look forward to in this month and beyond. You want to get that, and you want to couple it with this invitation. The invitation that will happen this Monday, December 20th, 2 p.m. Eastern in the United States. It's the GS Partners' first year's anniversary celebration. It's an online event for our global community and special guests. Exciting next level updates, special guests and surprises. Mr. Joseph Height and Mr. Alexander Cochindo are the hosts of this meeting. gspartnerslive.com is the Zoom platform. No password required. However, if you do, as we're recommending, get a hold of that video and send it out along with this announcement. Text it out to everyone in your downline in particular. Share it. When we say downline, we're talking about those that you personally sponsored, anyone you might have access further down into the line. Share it out with all your teams as you build with them. Share it out to every phone number you have in your phone. And if you send it out with just the message from Mr. Height and that announcement, you're going to find yourself potentially with dozens of awakened members of your community who will now look for you for the opportunity that you're sharing. Now, what makes the Lydian world so unique, or the Lydian world's NFTs in particular so unique? An NFT, first of all, is known as a non-fungible token. A non-fungible token is an item that can be classified as a collectible, meaning you can move it into a virtual marketplace or a digital marketplace, and it can be artwork, it can be artifacts, it could be memorabilia, it could be clothing, it could be a myriad of things that you recreate in that world and make it available to auction off. There are also physical elements by which you can make available in that world and physically acquire possession of items. It's a huge, huge, huge marketplace that's earmarked to go towards, inside the decade, $14 trillion in market cap alone. So it's not going away. And what's so unique about our artwork, art lines, is the uniqueness itself, the rarity that's created by just our ability to create it and release it into our own market, where we have control of the blockchain that generates it. We have control of the software that generates it. We have control of the community that supports it. And we have control of the coin that empowers it. So in Mr. Johnson's words, you win, win, and win, because what we represent is a total sphere of influence as it comes down to wealth building, and literally being poised to do as the wealthy do, think as the wealthy think. We're gaining a wealth education in this tremendous opportunity. This is just a segment or an aspect of it. I encourage you to go to our 9 p.m. presentation this evening to get the full overview of what GS Partners is, how it's designed to influence the world, how it can change your world. We're just showing you elements at a time because we're in a particular time crunch before December 20th and before the launch into the marketplace, or the importing into the marketplace of our NFTs. You see, so our G999 ecosystem is a complete sphere of utility, and it's designed to build your wealth, to help you grow your wealth. Wealth Builders Worldwide is charged with the responsibility of assisting you with knowledge that will help you protect your wealth and create something long lasting for generations beyond us. Now, I know when we say generational wealth, it sounds futuristic to a person who's looking to pay a light bill now, who's looking to take care of a utility or put food on the table now. I get that. But the generational wealth we're talking about does begin with you now. Think about this. You can look into a mirror, and 2 seconds later, there's a new you. Another second later, there's a new you. Another minute, 2 minutes, hour later, there's still a newer you than an hour ago when you first looked into the mirror. So you are a generation at every tick of the clock. A decision determines what type of person comes to the forefront that you face in that mirror. A decision does that. So when you make a decision, and hopefully you've made the decision that will elevate you, that will increase you, right? Then if you made that decision, then you're looking at a new man or a new woman on to do new things. This sphere of wealth will help you do that. What do we mean by that? Well, in our world of NFT, a $28 acquisition, meaning you purchase the NFT for $28, and you will literally position yourself to earn multiple streams of income from that one NFT alone. And we'll show you how that works with a formula or with a solution, okay? And you can acquire it from your own dashboard. See, if you are a part of GS Partners, you know this. If you're not, you need to go ahead and do that and join on to this opportunity, and then you'll have access to your own multi-million-dollar state-of-the-art back office that you don't have to pay for. And in your back office, we'll even do an example of acquiring an NFT today. But in your back office, you're going to find that you can literally just go right to your dashboard, as it's referred to, and you'll see this panel. And this panel allows you to purchase the NFTs, and you can purchase them in different denominations, at different price points, anywhere from $28 to $888. And you can purchase it through the 4 existing cryptocurrencies. You can purchase in Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tether, or our very own G999 coin. So you have 4 currencies that you can exchange for this unique ability to create art. Because in this world, we're looking at mintable, valuable art. For the sake of this discussion today, what we're doing is creating an NFT art piece. Okay, this art piece has tremendous legs because it doesn't only have to be an art piece. There are ways that once we start importing and learn more about our access to the marketplace, you're going to find it has a lot more benefit than just being an art collectible. See, higher denominations are rarer and more valuable in the NFT market, meaning the larger price point you secure for your NFT, whether it be $28, $58, $188, $288, $488, or $888, the higher up the strata you go, the more rare the product, the NFT is considered, and the more valuable it becomes in the marketplace because of the added layers of uniqueness to the creation of this artwork. It doesn't stop there. You get to acquire legacy points for the many incentives that are running simultaneously in the world of GS Partners that also rewards you and pays you. It pays you in real estate. It pays you in real dollars. It pays you in your ability to position. And then there are staking pools associated with your acquisition of a $28 or higher NFT. You'll be able to enter staking pools. Staking pools are pools of savings that you lock away your holdings in the Lydian world, and it will yield you a higher return on all that you stake. You also have positioning in countries as citizens or above that you gain leverage with through securing your NFT. Every voucher comes with Lydian lions and bonus Lydian lions. The Lydian lions are designed to assist you and I to place ourselves in countries in the Lydian world, secure citizenship or higher, to earn the rewards of that country every month for the rest of your life. Now, all this represents passive residual income. A passive residual income is a reoccurring payment plan and schedule in many cases. All right, but here's the beauty of it. None of it requires your physical presence to be there. See, when you normally want money in the workplace, you have to take on extra hours on an additional job. Like you have an extra body, an extra mind, an extra life. No, you don't. You're just wearing down who you are and what you have quicker. You're exponentiating death because you're driving yourselves. We drive ourselves into a state of fatigue, in a state of apathy, in a state of anguish, in a state of misery. We think we're doing great until we get home with those checks from those multitude of jobs and hours, only to find after inflation, after taxes, there's never, ever enough there for you. There are arguments going on in homes all over the globe right now on you needing to do better, whether you're the spouse initiating the argument or whether you're the spouse receiving the argument, whether you're the parent talking to the child. All these things occur, and all of it is evolving around money that is promised and looks good on paper, but possesses nothing in reality, nothing of consequence. So you find yourself working 2 and 3 jobs. Some of you are in 2 schools, single parent, going to work twice, going to 2 different jobs and school. There's so many nuances that we're compelled to deal with when we don't know a better way. But I'm here to say unequivocally, there is a better way. Another element to the NFT acquisition is the power of assisted trading. See, this is a world of cryptocurrency, and you have options here where professionals will work on your behalf. As you accumulate credits, you can circulate those credits over to them and have them do the bidding and the trading on your behalf. There's more about that to come. And then, of course, you can use your NFTs, get this, to mine in the fields of the countries that you are a citizen in. Now, all this is a virtual world, folks. But you can literally go into these countries and mine those fields and extract from them real diamonds, real gold, real assets. And you can draw these assets to yourself and liquidate them and make use of them in the real world. Some of these assets I mentioned, gold, digital diamonds, and Lydian status. You're going to learn more about those in the event on the 20th, but I want to turn your attention right now to our mentor and senior partner, Mr. Michael L. Dalco, as he explains through his exuberance of what he heard and what he understands of this opportunity. He shared it in one of our recent power calls that occurs every Monday through Saturday rather, on Gold Rocks.
Finally, I want to talk to you guys super quick about the NFT voucher. So we had this awesome 10x bonus on the bonus legacy points. But let me tell you what has not changed and what's not going to change until the NFTs, the Lydian Lions, run out. They're limited in quantity, which makes them valuable. Here are some of the benefits. I want y'all to write these down. So I'm going to say I'm kind of slow because I don't have time to do a training on this. So just write these down, because Mr. Best called me yesterday. He said, okay, what are we doing now? And we're doing the same thing that we've been doing, but it's funny when he said it, because I was thinking that too. I was like, okay, the 10X finished, now what? Okay, here it is. The NFT, number 1, is valuable art. It's valuable art. That's what a non-fungible token is. It's valuable art. So every time we click the button, we're minting valuable art. Well, what is the value? Don't worry about that. Remember what Mr. Best teaches us all the time. When a billionaire leads you to something, just do it. If it's in your power to do it, do it. In many cases, it's not costing us anything. Just do it. So you're minting valuable art. The higher denominations are rarer and therefore more valuable. Don't try to figure it out. Just write it down and know it. Don't say nobody ever told you. Then we get to the end of the thing, and then somebody had an 888 voucher, and their NFT is more valuable, and it sells for more money in the open sea. And then you're like, man, somebody should have told me. I would have got some 888s. They're more rare, so therefore more valuable. Is anybody getting excited yet? Because I'm getting jacked talking to myself. All right. They acquire legacy points for the incentives. They acquire massive amounts of legacy points, all in one click. You enter staking pools with Cake and Lion with up to 40% APY. 40%. Anybody excited yet? I'm not finished. I'm just getting started, Muggsy. All right? It positions you in countries as citizens or above. I heard Tanisha Glassby, she was chatting with her billionaire squad yesterday or the day before. She's like, I'm running out of places to become citizen. I was like, it's time to go for leadership. Mr. Height was explaining that the leaders in the countries will work together to bring more resources into the country and earn even more. Yeah, we ain't even scratched the surface on this Lydian world yet. Trust me, the NFT voucher is the key to the Lydian world. It gets better. Acquire credits for assisted trading coming up later this month. Watch this. Every time you smash that button, you get trading credits. You take those trading credits and and the professional traders will trade for you and just charge you credits. And hit the button, you're stacking up on credits to trade and make money on your own with no one on your team. Folks, nobody's seen stuff like this before. All right, then, ready for import? You're gonna be able to import those NFTs, and when you import them into the country you're in, it mines from the resource field of each country. I can't even tell y'all how big this is. Look, your position, you're citizen in all 100 countries. That means you can mine 100 fields. You have to be a citizen to mine in that field. You're gonna be able to mine in any field that you're a citizen or above in. And then you'll mine real gold, diamonds, something called digital green, and Lydian staters. As Mr. Height was telling us, our listed coin called the Lydian stater, they'll be placed in the lands, in all the countries. All these resources will be placed in these countries. With your NFT, you can mine those resources out of those countries, put them right in your wallet, exchange it for cash if you need it. Oh, this thing is gonna be completely bananas. Get ready, get ready, get ready. I'm gonna close with this. I love what Muggsy said. He said, there's this great equalizer. That's my paraphrase. There's a great equalizer. Because his shortened Manu Bowl, 7-7? You saw that? Muggsy could jump up and touch Manu's top of his hand with his hand up. He could high five him. The dude was a beast. There's a great equalizer that makes us all the same. Tall, short, rich or poor, fat, skinny, Jew, Gentile, Greek, Protestant, Catholic, atheist, Muslim, you name it. There's one thing that makes us all equal. Adversity hits us all. It is equal. We are all humans. No one has really an advantage on the other. It's the size of our hearts that determines our outcome. So, Mr. Taylor, you absolutely crushed it. I couldn't wait to add my little 2-cent worth about those NFT vouchers. Back to you.
We thank Mr. Dalco for what he shared there. We're going to take it a little further. We're going to help you understand some additional values that you'll find in your back office. I'm going to sign in to GS Partners, and I'm going to show you some updates to incentives to incentivize us into moving even stronger. Okay, so give me 1 second here. Mr. Johnson or Ms. Knox, do you have anything to add while I'm pulling this up?
While you're doing that, sir, well, no, that'll interrupt screen share. No, you're doing a phenomenal job. Thank you for all that you do. This is good stuff, sir. Good stuff.
Okay, give me 1 second here. I'm going to pull this up. Thank you for that. And then, of course, you'll be able to share screens as well. Anything you need to bring to the mighty fold. Is my screen showing, my dashboard showing?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. All right, so what I want to bring to your attention, we are going to do an acquisition of an NFT. But what I would like to show you in particular is the addition to the market vouchers in terms of bonuses. And Mr. Johnson, would you be in position to explain this?
Absolutely, not a problem.
Thank you.
What you have here, family, is it shows you the breakdown of what you receive for each NFT that you decide to secure for you and your family. For instance, if you get a $28 USDT NFT, you will receive 63.63 Lydian Lions plus 19.62 bonus Lydian Lions. And you will also receive 232 legacy points. Now, what we have not done a very good job of covering, but we're going to do a better job, is letting you know what the sponsor receives. Because your sponsor for a $28 smash, your sponsor will receive 20% of the Lydian Lions that you received, and they'll receive 20% of the legacy points that you received. Now, they're not taking anything away from you. This is in addition to what you received. So everyone wins. And the reason that I wanted to share that with you is because when people who you personally sponsored secure NFTs for themselves, you're going to be rewarded for being the sponsor. What I love about this is it's almost like a training bonus. You see, you sponsored these people and you brought them into the business, and your reward for bringing people into the business is from time to time, there will be sponsor bonuses or sponsor matches. And that's what you're going to receive. So on Friday, we had a guest visit the training, and that guest was none other than Mr. Al Murray, executive at Mr. Al Murray. Thank you very much. And Mr. Murray shared with us that his strategy is securing as many of the 888 Lydian Lions as possible, or 888 NFTs as possible. And the reason that he shared that is he broke down his strategy. When he secures an 888 NFT, he receives 2,018 Lydian Lions. He also receives 1,109 bonus Lydian Lions. And this is the main driver for what he shared with us. His strategy was the legacy points. Family, if you notice, he receives 5,504 legacy points for each of the 888 Lydian Lions that NFTs that he secures. But remember, if you have a premium package, and that's explained at the bottom, you multiply the Lydian Lions as well as the legacy points by whatever package you have. Mr. Murray happens to have a Legends package. So you take those legacy points, you multiply them by 3x. And that's explained down there. They basically bonus the folks who have these premier packages. So if you take 5,504 times 3x for the same purchase or the same exchange, instead of receiving 5,500 legacy points, Mr. Murray received 16,512 legacy points. Imagine, family. And instead of 2018, instead of 2018 Lydian Lions, he gets 3x times that as well. So he walks away with 6,054 Lydian Lions, and then 3,327 bonus Lydian Lions. I am telling you, family, this company is simply amazing. Everything that they do is totally transparent, first and most important, and they're doing it to assist us in developing and basically accumulating more and more assets. All we ask that you do is that you plug in, and every time you plug into one of the various trainings, I can assure you something that you may have missed before may click. There are several pieces of the puzzle that have clicked for those of us who've been plugging in each day, and understanding that when you start looking at getting these type of rewards, wow. Now imagine if you had a Pathfinders package, then you 2x times whatever NFT that you decide to secure for you and your family. If you get an 888 NFT, what you're looking at is instead of 2,000 Lydian Lions, you get 4,000 Lydian Lions. Instead of 1,100 bonus Lydian lines, you get 2,200 bonus Lydian lines. And instead of 5,500 legacy points, you walk away with 11,000 and whatever the difference is, 11,008 legacy points. My point, family, is this. Everywhere you turn, they're rewarding you for your loyalty, they're rewarding you for your patience, and they're rewarding you for building assets. Everything that we do is about building assets. And if you notice, this special promotion runs to the 26th of this month. So please take advantage of every opportunity that you have to smash that button. Because those of you who have the larger packages and those of you who have an Explorer package is 1.5 times whatever you basically received. So you win and you win and you win, family. Understanding that it's here for your taking. Back to you, Brother Eric.
Thank you, Mr. Johnson. And just know that he used the terminology premier packages, but he wasn't talking about a premier package. He was talking about the premier or the premium
Premium package. Absolutely correct. Thank you.
Okay,
sir.
so the only packages that qualifies in the bonus Lydian Lions multiplier are the packages of Explorer, Pathfinder, or Legend. Okay, and so I just want to make that distinction between his very profound points and the opportunity that we have in front of us. So now here's the moment where I'm going to work to secure one of these NFTs, and I can secure it in either of the currencies. I can use Bitcoin, I can use Ethereum, I can use Tether, or I can use our very own G999. I'm going to choose to use the Bitcoin at the moment. And in securing the Bitcoin, $28 worth of Bitcoin will be used. I'll then confirm payment and it will generate my NFT. Now, we did a little exercise yesterday. Mr. Johnson, can we repeat that exercise today by looking at the totals in the wallet?
Okay, sure. Give me 1 second, sir.
All right.
And before he makes his exchange, we have what we call an above the line number and a below the line number. His above the line number is 5,379. And his below the line number is 4,296. Okay. And if we could, while we're right here, Brother Eric, I do want to show one thing, family. Understanding that Brother Eric shared with you that you could have selected one of 4 different currencies. And he already knew that the currency he wanted to use was going to be Bitcoin. But how you can make that decision is just glance at what you have in your 6 wallets, and it'll help you to make the decision. And depending on what type of NFT he wants to purchase, he has several different options. He could have used his G999, he could have used USDT, or he could have used Bitcoin for a $28 smash. Now, if he wants to do more than $28, he's looking at possibly using Bitcoin. And he could go as high as a $299 or a $288 smash with Bitcoin. That's the beauty of these wallets, and that's the beauty of the analytics that they give you. You don't have to sit there and scratch your head and figure, do you have enough to do this? At a glance, they're making it very user-friendly, family. Back to you, Brother Eric.
Thank you, dear brother. So as I scroll down, I'm going to make the choice of this of $28, and I'm going to use Bitcoin as the currency. So when I confirm the payment, it's going to ask me, it's going to ask me first of all for the choice, and then it says the following: you are about to get one of the NFT market vouchers for $28 USDT, and you will receive a unique Lydian Line NFT. No Lydian Line NFTs, no one is the same. Okay. You will receive 63.63 Lydian Lions. You will receive 19.62 bonus Lydian Lions to use to acquire Lydian World positions. And you will receive in addition 232 legacy points and 100% counted volume. It's asking me, are you sure you want to continue? I'm going to say, okay, give me my line NFT. So I select in approval, and then it begins to work on generating the line after it secures the payment. And you will see to the right of the screen, as it develops, you'll see the credits cascade upward on the platform. There you see it. Man, this looks pretty good. Okay, and now it's done. Congratulations, you just generated a Lydian line NFT. This NFT will be added to your collection, which you can see on your dashboard, or I got something in the way, or by clicking the button below. That's the collections button there. If I wanted to generate another one, I can just go right here, hit that tab, choose whatever respective currency I would like to use and denomination, and just go ahead and choose another one. Now, let's go back up to the question. I mean, not the amounts. So the above line total, can you tell me what we have, Mr. Johnson?
5,399 is your above line number, and the below line number moved to 4,360. Okay, so your bonus Lydian lines were put in the numbers above the line, and your regular Lydian lions were put in the number below the line. And I believe it was Miss Stephanie Pryor, was it, that had the question about, we weren't sure about the where the bonuses were put. Was that Miss Stephanie Pryor?
Correct. That's correct.
She is on the platform today. So Miss Stephanie, you are absolutely correct. They have moved the bonuses to above the line, and they've moved the put the regular in the bottom side. But the beauty of the bottom number, as Brother Eric has indicated in prior trainings, that's where the NFT minting can take place. The Lydian Lion cake staking pool can take place, as well as the assisted trading can take place. So you have far more flexibility with those Lydian lions that are below the line.
Now, Mr. Johnson, I'm going to ask you to take over this segment, because I'm sure you have some things you want to share screen with. But would you elaborate on a discovery that you and Ms. Knox made, or maybe Ms. Knox can elaborate on it as well, in relation to the legacy points and how they accumulate? Like, for example, you talked about, we talked about the bonuses associated with the incentive here for points, but you discovered something very unique in the continual smashing of the $28, or smashing for $28.
Yes, sir. I would love to. And if you don't
Well,
mind.
hold on. If you didn't notice that inflection in his voice, it's the giddiness that comes out. See, Mr. Johnson, when more begins to resonate in him, then it comes out in exuberance. So that was his way of trying to hold back or contain his excitement over what he's about to share with you. Over to you, Mr. Johnson.
Okay, Brother Eric. One thing before you leave this page, Brother Eric, I do want to share on this one page. If you notice, family, when you go into the Lydian world, or better yet, if you went into Lydian world and you clicked on check the eligibility.
I'm sorry, Mr. Johnson, are you asking me to do it?
If you could, just because I want to show them with your numbers, because they're up, and this will be great. If you go into Lydian world real quick, sir. And what he's doing, family, this is considered the menu or the dashboard, or excuse me, or the control panel. He's going to slide down to Lydian world. He's going to simply click on Lydian world. And remember, he had two sets of numbers. Some was above the line, some were below the line. And when he goes into Lydian world, if you could just click on Lydian world dashboard, sir.
I'm trying to get there.
I understand. That's because you have your screen at a high zoom elevation. There you go.
Correct. 1 second.
And thank you for putting it at that higher zoom elevation. That helped tremendously. Take it down to about 100%. We should be fine. Okay, I'm an old man at 100%. Thank you. Thank you. 90%, it works me a little too hard. Okay, we're going to slide down to, we're looking for Lydian World, and we're going to click on the tab. Okay,
My annotator's in the way. Give me 1 second.
I understand. And what we're getting ready to share with you, family, is you
Where do you want me to go, Mr. Johnson? I have to move fast. I got to leave.
Lydian World and Dashboard. Go to Lydian World Dashboard and then click on Become a Citizen, and pick any country that you want. Pick Russia if you want. Just pick a country that you're not focusing on. So go to Dashboard, and when he clicks on set a citizenship up, and then click on Russia and click check eligibility, and then you can say farewell, and I'll take over from there, sir. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. What I want to make you very aware of, family, is notice when it shows the amount of citizenship that's required to be a citizen, what it costs in Lydian Lions to be a citizen in Russia is $24,314. But the number that I want you to pay very close attention to is Brother Eric's total available is 9,759 Lydian Lions. What it does is it combines what we call above the line and below the line. It basically combines all of your liquid Lydian Lions and your non-liquid Lydian Lions, and that gives you your total number. And I wanted you to be aware of that, because if you choose not to utilize your liquid Lydian Lions, the ones that at the bottom of the platform, if you don't want to use those for placement and citizenship, be very conscious that this number does not differentiate it. Your available balance never differentiates that. So you can control that. That being the case, thank you very much, Brother Eric. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a quick screen share. And I want to say thank you again, Brother Eric, for what you shared. And family, this is nothing more than a Zoom of what Brother Eric shared with you. And I want to make sure that you can see my screen. Can you see my screen, Miss Nicole Nikki Knox?
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, here was the brilliant, he called it brilliant, not us. Here was the discovery that Nikki and I came across. Because we instantly looked at, all right, let's look at some of these different NFTs. And if you look at the 888 value NFT and you think about it, wow, I do get a lot of legacy points. That's 5,504 legacy points. Well, me being an engineer by trade and Nikki just being amazing by trade, I'm telling you, we both ran numbers.
Amazing by nature.
Excuse me?
You're engineer by trade and she's amazing by nature.
This is true. She's just, as Dr. Best has said, a genius. But here's the beauty, family. If you smash the button, or if you divide it, okay, 28 into 888, it will come up with 31 and some change. So in other words, if you smash the button 31 times, you would basically come up with what you would receive as if you smashed the button one time and you paid $888 for a single NFT. Key phrase, single NFT. Now, we already realize that NFT may have more mining capabilities and more features than a $28 NFT. But here's the thing I want you to understand. If your goal was to get the legacy points, we have 5,504 legacy points up against, take the 232 times 31, and you're walking away with
7,357.
Wait a minute, hold on. Wait. Give me that number again, Nick.
7,357, bro.
Okay, hold on, Nick. We're just taking 232 times 31, and you came up with 10,000, Nick?
I said 10, I said 7.
Oh, I'm sorry, 7,192, right?
No, I got set. Oh, you just used the 31. I used all the change too. I'm sorry.
Okay, we can't use the change.
It's good.
Okay, hold on. Here's what I want you to do though, Nick. Take that number, 7,192 times 1.5, because that's your number, and tell me what number you come up with, Nick. Okay, I'll help you. You might be driving. Then you come up with 10,788. See, family, Miss Nicole Nikki Knox has an Explorer package. And an Explorer package, she multiplies it, whatever that number was, by 1.5. So if you take 7,192 times 1.5, then the number that Miss Nicole Nikki Knox shared with you is spot on. You get 10,788 legacy points. Now, which one do you want to multiply it by? Okay. All I'm saying is this. Now, in all fairness, we still have to compare apples to apples. So if Miss Nicole Nikki Knox bought the 888, you take the 5504 times 1.5, and she would walk away with 8,256. I like the $10,000 number better, but here's the other piece that people lose sight of. You have 31 NFTs that you can place in 31 respective countries if you choose to. I'm just saying, family, it's just math. And you can have as much fun with this as you want, but please pay very close attention to this section down here at the bottom. If you have an exclusive package, the exclusive packages were or are the Explorer package, which pays you 1.5%, the Pathfinder package, which pays you 2x, and then the Legend package, which pays you 3x times whatever you were receiving in Lydian Lions and legacy points. Now that promotion is going to expire on the 26th. I strongly encourage you to take full advantage of that promotion. So that's what Brother Eric was talking about, family. And all I can tell you is this company always sets you up to win. Now, there's one other thing that I want each and every one of you to be aware of. And give me 1 second and let me bring this up. And understand, family, that these are some of the digital assets that you have access to. We all know about the G999 coin. Everything in our ecosystem is triggered by the G999 coin. I want to stress this. The next item on the list is XLTs. Remember, you have to have G999s on your dashboard in order to smash the button for XLTs. I would strongly encourage you get as many G999s on your dashboard as possible, because if you want to smash the button for Drive for 5, you're going to need to have some some G999s on your dashboard. And right now, the G999 is on sale. So get as many as you can. And then, of course, we already know about the NFTs. That's what today's training is all about. And by securing NFTs, you get another asset. It's a digital asset that is good in the Lydian world, and those are called Lydian Lions. But please don't sleep on the fact that if you smash the button for Drive with 5, you still get 500 Lydian Lions and 100 legacy points. That program is going away in 3 days.
Mr. Johnson, if I may add,
yes,
and you might want to delve into this just in a minute because of the sense of urgency of it. I don't think it's a improper digression at all. Now, in terms of the Drive with 5, you also, which isn't spoken of as much, you also receive in the opportunity bonus G999 coins. And at the conclusion of the promotion, those coins will be added to your account and added by the thousands. So you really want to take advantage of this, full advantage of this, because it's designed for us to win. So imagine those of you who might be new and haven't got a good footing on getting your DeFi going or your staking going or your nodes going, you can accumulate rapidly a tremendous amount of bonus as a result of your participating in the drive with 5. So immediately you receive linear lines, immediately you receive legacy points, but on the back end of it, as soon as the promotion is over or that incentive is over, you will acquire all the coins that are associated with that incentive as a bonus as well. Back over to you, sir.
And for those of you who were on the huddle today, for those of you who have heard Dr. Bess on the power call today, he mentioned you could take $99 and turn it into $250. What he's saying is when you smash the button to get XLTs, a $99 smash puts you in a position where you have assets that are now worth $250. It's $257 to be exact. Here's the point that I want to share with you. If you do a drive with 5, that's smashing $99 5 times. You spend $499. You have assets that total over $1,285. Now, why this is significant is because that's in addition to everything else that you receive. You still get the legacy points every time you smash the button. You still get the Lydian Lions every time you smash the button. My point is simple, family. That program is getting ready to disappear. I don't want anyone in the sound of my voice to say, well, you guys didn't tell us. We've been telling you this every day that we can. But it's up to you to go smash the button. Now, the NFTs are going to be here a few days after the XLTs. Please don't sleep on the XLTs, family. Imagine picking up 500 additional Lydian Lions that you can place anywhere in the Lydian world that you see beneficial by simply smashing the button. And every time you smash the button, what are you doing? You're paying yourself first. You're increasing your family's net worth. You're getting more assets. I hope this is sinking in, family. And we don't need to talk about any of this, but I do want to share this with you. I want you to understand this exclusive living tokens, the XLTs. You've heard me talk about a $99 smash. I've had people to call me and ask the question, can they smash the $299 and still qualify for the drive with 5? No, it has to be a $99 smash. You have to do it 5 times. Understanding that right now we are in a position where we're literally getting our XLTs for $9.63 a piece. It's actually less than that because you're using 15% of that to collateralize it with G999 coins. So you're getting about $8, but let's not even go into there. But here's the piece that I want you to understand. Phase 2 and 3 are already sold out. So we already know without a shadow of a doubt, you see that launch price of $18, that's history. This is not Mike Johnson's words. This came directly from the chairman of the board. He said, once we basically launch, the price is going to be somewhere between $25 to $30 per XLT. So let's take the low end. The low end is $25 per XLT, family. This is how, when Dr. Best said you can smash the button for $99 and turn it into a $250 asset. You win and you win. So please don't sleep on this, because once it's gone, it's gone. All the crying in the world is not going to change the fact that the promotion has been here for a number of weeks, and too many people have been sleeping on it. You can't sleep today, family. You have 3 days. 3 days to take advantage of this. When this slide was created, it was 5 days left. This slide was created 2 days ago. You got 3 days to take advantage of this. And oh, by the way, not a whole 3 days. On the 19th at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, it's over. So really you have 2.5 days if you want to get technical. 2.5 days. I encourage you to go to work.
Mr. Johnson, before you go to the Q&A and the hands that are there, there was a question that was asked earlier from one of our business partners, Brother Keith Hollins Muhammad. He was so amazed over his calculations as to the potential of what a citizen stake can look like in a Lydian world in terms of calculations, in terms of what you can possibly reap. Um, and I know we've delved into some experimentally, but would you be willing to share with people um, how the reward is calculated in Lydian world? Share with them how the reward is calculated,
Absolutely.
and
Absolutely.
give
Not a
them some
problem.
examples of what they can earn in some countries, particularly as it relates to maybe how few, the ratios, how few
Not a
citizens or
problem.
many citizens as a result to what's being staked.
Yes, sir. We'll take care of that in two shakes, as they say. All I'm doing,
Yeah.
family, is going into the dashboard, go down to Lydian World. I'm clicking on dashboard, and this shows you your country information. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come down here and I'm going to pick Lydian Live. When you click on Lydian Live map, it brings this up. And then we're going to do a country comparison. And all I'm going to do is bring up two countries because I want to show you something. This will be kind of fun. We're going to pick on SIE, Sierra Leone, and we're going to pick on, give me another, watch this, SAU, Saudi Arabia, okay? Sierra Leone and Saudi Arabia. Okay, these are two countries, family. And what Mr. Hollins, excuse me, Mr. Keith Mohammed is talking about is the citizens share in 50% of the staking right now, okay? They share in 50% of that. So in this particular country, Sierra Leone, you take 50% of this number, and that gives you a number. So I'll do the math real fast for you. Take 50% of that number, and that's going to give you a number. And you take that number and you divide it by how many citizens you have. And in this particular country, they have 3,917 citizens. So divide that number by 3,917. And this tells me that each citizen is going to receive a staking reward of roughly about 45 whatever. Let's call it 45 coins in this case, or $45. Each citizen receives 45 rewards. That's in Sierra Leone. And oh, by the way, for those of you that are listening, and when you see Michael J, please don't think that's me. People have told me, quit trying to snag all the positions, the president's positions. First off, that was a glitch in the system. And second, there's a young man by the name of Michael Jordan. And there's another young man named Michael Johnson that is not Mike Johnson. And I'm saying that because I don't want people to think that I'm trying to toot my own horn because I'm the president in all these countries. I didn't pick this country because I am not that Michael Johnson. I'm just telling you. Now, back to our example. Here we have Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia has 24 citizens, and Saudi Arabia is currently doing staking of 291,000 coins. So you take your 291, 385 times 0.5 and divide that by the number of citizens, which is 24 citizens. And in Saudi Arabia, family, they're going to receive a staking reward of 6,070. Now, I wanted to share those two with you because that's what you receive. All citizens get 50% of whatever is currently staking in that country, and they share it amongst all of the citizens. It's divided equally. So although there are far more citizens in Sierra Leone, and Sierra Leone is currently staking more than Saudi Arabia has far fewer citizens that they need to share the wealth with, so to say. And all I'm saying to you, family, is this. You can figure this out for any country that you're currently a citizen in. We could pick on, and I'll pick on one of my favorites, Aruba. And this should really drive the point home for you. Aruba currently, family, is staking 1.2 million coins, okay? So you take the 1.2 million coins, that seems like a lot of staking, which it is a lot of staking, and Aruba is doing pretty good. And for those of you who jumped in Aruba, congratulations. You take that, you multiply it by 0.5, and then you divide that number by however many citizens you have in that country. And you have 7,450 citizens. Each citizen in Aruba will walk away with roughly about 83 whatever. If it's paid out in dollars, that's $83. If it's paid out in coins, you get 83 coins per citizen. As the number of citizens increase, if this number does not increase proportionally, that means your rewards drop significantly. Now, think about it. We're talking almost 6 times as much volume in Aruba that we have in Saudi Arabia. However, Saudi Arabia has fewer citizens. And here's the part that I want you to just imagine, if you may. What happens if this number goes through the roof and you still only have a handful of citizens over here? All I'm saying, family, is
there goes that giddy again.
It's truly amazing. But this is why when we tell you to do your own homework, you have to figure out where you want to be a citizen. For those of you who jumped in Aruba, which I think was a brilliant idea, congratulations, because guess what? It only cost you 48.1 Lydian lions to be a citizen in Aruba. Saudi Arabia, on the other hand, it's for the big boys. To be a citizen in Saudi Arabia, it costs you 11,413.2 Lydian lions to be a citizen. This is why you only have 24 citizens over there, family. All I'm saying is this. You can put your Lydian lions wherever you want. And the best part about it is you win and you win. All you have to do is become a citizen. Become a citizen in the country, and you can sit back and smile because now you positioned yourself to receive more. I don't care how much it is. It's more than what you had before you went into the game. See, it's a virtual world that pays you and me real money. So hopefully that was helpful, Brother Eric. Is there anything else before I leave here, sir, that you want me
Yes,
to
sir. Yes, sir. If you could just go down the live Lydian map and show people the wallet accessibility that's coming to them as of 12/25.
Oh, down the Lydian map. Okay. I'm on the Lydian map, and you say the wallet accessibility. I'm kind of lost, sir.
I believe it's located, or it might be the dashboard. But
okay, there it is. I
shows,
believe it's on the dashboard. Let me check
yes,
over
sir.
there. And we go the dashboard. Yes, it is. And we put in a country, and we'll put in citizenship. And let's go back to my favorite, Aruba. Why do I pick on Aruba? Because it's only a handful of Lydian lions to be a citizen in Aruba, family. You click on it, and it's 48.1. Okay, now watch this. What Brother Eric's talking about is right here. On Christmas Day, we get a very special Christmas present because on Christmas Day, apparently this is going to be live. These will be your wallets to participate in the Lydian world. You have a G999 wallet, you'll have a Bitcoin wallet, you'll have an Ethereum wallet, and you'll have a USDT or a Tether wallet. Family, it's going to be on Christmas. So hopefully that helps those of you who are trying to figure out, well, what is all of this stuff all about? And oh, by the way, if you look right here, it always tells you my current positions, and it'll show you where you are a citizen in each respective countries. Pay close attention, family. Just because you put Lydian lions in a country doesn't necessarily mean you're a citizen. If you don't believe me, I'll show you. The United Arab Emirates. It shows the position, but there's a blank spot by the position. And if you notice, there's only 99 Lydian lions that was placed in United Arab Emirates. Well, that tells me I'm a little short of being a citizen there. Why? Because I need to add another 5,962.5 Lydian lions, and then I could be a citizen in United Arab Emirates. And the beauty is this. Some people have asked, well, how do you add those extra Lydian lines? You simply double click right here, and it will tell you you can add, if you want to become a citizen, this is how many you need. And it also tells you how many legacy points you're going to get. Family, everywhere you turn, you're winning. They're giving you legacy points for being a citizen in a country you want to be a citizen in anyway. All you would have to do is click deposit now, and your Lydian Lions would go into that respective country. I am going to X out of there because I do not want to put the remaining Lydian Lions in that country right now. And okay, Brother Eric, do you know how to get out of here without doing this? Should be an X over here. Okay, there, thank you. And it also tells you all of the positions that are currently holding what we call the bidding positions or the senior positions. Anything above citizen is open for bidding, family. Don't think that you can become the mayor in United Arab Emirates today and you're going to be the mayor there on Christmas Day, because believe me, I think those positions are going to change hands a few times. All of these are bidding positions. Citizenship, once you become a citizen, you never lose citizenship. You could be sitting here as the president today and end up being a citizen on Christmas Day. I'm just saying, you don't want to tip your hand too soon, family. That's part of the strategy of the game. We're going to cover that on Saturday as well. But this shows you all of the respective countries that you could be a citizen in or that you are currently a citizen in. And as I mentioned, if you don't see something next to the position, that means you haven't fulfilled the requirements to be a citizen. If you have one of the senior positions, you will notice that it will tell you right along there what your current position is. But remember, none of these are etched in stone yet. They're going to lock it on the 24th, which is Christmas Eve, at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's going to be locked. Okay, so you might want to make your move prior to that. Don't wait till 5:57 and think you can just walk in and snatch a position, because anything could happen, family. You don't want to wait you don't want to be too cute, but you may not want to tip your hand this early. This is still early in the game. I'm just saying, it's just a personal preference. And one thing that I definitely want to share with everyone, you heard Brother Eric reference to it, I've referenced to it. This is considered the Lydian game book. You can download this game book for free. Everything that you need to learn about the Lydian world is in that game book. We strongly encourage you to go in and download that Lydian line, that game book, and read the game book, family. It's only 17 pages, most of it's pictures, and it's very easy reading. You can get through it in 20 minutes. And the beauty of that is it tells you everything that you need to know about this particular world. And one last tool that I want to share with you, you saw the country codes being used, the simulator. You could go in here and let's say you put in 1,000 Lydian lions. What this is going to do is this is going to tell you every country that you could become a citizen in with 1,000 Lydian lions. Watch what it does to the map. The map lights up like a Christmas tree. All we're going to do is go into any of these countries. If you decided you wanted to be a citizen here, or you want to be a citizen in Zimbabwe, or anywhere that you want to be a family, you can go and play and do whatever you want to do. But understanding that at the end of the day, everything that you see here, all of these citizenships that you get a citizenship in, or all of these countries you get a citizenship in, positions you to get more. That's the key. You always get more. And when you say more compared to what, all you have to do is go into the country, pick a country. Let's pick a country that I don't ever talk about. Let's pick one that most of you know about, Belize. Belize is very simple to be a citizen in, family. That's a great country, and I'll show you another one that you may want to consider. Let's just pick on Brazil. Just something to think about. Now, the reason I picked in these two countries, they're vastly different in a number of citizens that's in these countries. In Belize, you can be a citizen and you're going to split 1.2 million with 7,850 citizens. So your reward's not going to be that great. However, another country that starts with the B, Brazil. If you're a citizen in Brazil, now they don't have near as much in their staking pool. They only have 159,000 in the staking pool. But look at this, family, only 25 citizens. So I'll do the math real quick just to see what that's going to look like. 159, 153 times 0.5 divided by 25. Each one of those citizens walks away with 3,183 rewards. Now, if those are G999 coins, you walk away with 3,183 G999 coins. Now, since I brought up my buddy Belize, because I'm a lover of Belize, let's see what Belize is working with. 127, 4120 times 0.5 divided by 7,850. Family, you're walking away with 81 rewards. Now, I'll take it. 81 is better than 0. I'll take it. It's more. But Brazil is one of those countries you might want to keep your eye on. Now, you do realize the cost to be a citizen in Belize and the cost to be a citizen in Brazil, the difference is like day and night. But I wanted to show you the power of that. Just know what you're dealing with. Just don't willy-dilly decide to go into any country. Do a little homework. Once you've done your homework, if that's where you want to be a citizen, go for it. Okay? But I did want to show you that. And for those of you who are wondering, well, how much does it cost to be a citizen in Belize? We'll find out about Belize. This is one that was on the list that I sent out to folks a long time ago. And drum roll, please, 27.6 Lydian lions. That's why they have a bunch of citizens. Okay, let's talk about Brazil. How many does it cost to be a citizen in Brazil? Oh, snap. Family, 27,017 Lydian lions to be a citizen in Brazil. That's why they only have a handful of citizenships. Now, if you're running with the big dogs and you can afford Brazil.
Sir, Mr. Johnson,
Yes,
please don't talk about my neighbors.
I'm just saying, if you want to run with those big dogs, you can run with them big dogs. I know some individuals that are citizens there. I'm not mentioning any names, Brother Eric. But my point is this. When you're a citizen in these countries, you share in the spoils of those countries. When it's expensive to be a citizen there, that means you have fewer neighbors. That's a beautiful thing as well, because I'll show you one other one, because a lot of people have asked about this. They say, why you guys don't ever talk about Canada? To be a citizen in Canada, you got to step up with the big boys as well. 25,066 Lydian lions. But I do want to show one other thing, and I'll close with this. Canada is doing pretty good in a staking standpoint, family. Canada, from what I understand, is the largest staking pool in the world. 2.5 million. I'll do that number real quick, and then I'm going to shut it down for the day. 2.5. Whoops, wrong. Okay, 2529799 times 0.5 divided by 179 citizens. Each one of those citizens will walk away with 7,066 rewards. Now, if that's coins and you walk away with 7,066 coins every time you receive a staking reward, here's what I want you to think about. The coin's $1, it's $7,000. But what happens if the coin is $5? It's $35,000 just because you're a citizen in a country. Okay, I'm just saying, family. For those of you who stepped up to the plate, those big dogs,
just numbers bonkers.
I'm just saying, it's just family at the end of the day. Brother Eric, you know you shouldn't have let me do this. Anyway, I'm going to do this, family. I'm going to turn this back over to Brother Eric because I don't want to get in trouble. I'm just saying. Thank you, Brother E.T. You have the mic, sir. Are you traveling where you can't speak?
I can speak. I'm just in awe over what you know and understand about this opportunity and what I'm sure others have gained from it. So I'm just about back at the home office, but I would love for us to entertain some Q&A. I'm going to appeal to us to use the Q&A portion of the chat, of the platform rather. So the questions are there and they can field them. And of course, you also have hands raised. Over to you, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. And the first question was in here, and I believe this was Brother Keith's question, and he was saying the payouts on the citizenship start on 26. To me, as I understand, the payouts work mind-boggling. It's almost unbelievable when you do the math about the monthly payout. Yes, Brother Keith, I believe your question was answered live, so I'm going to go ahead and type in the answer, and that was answered live. So Brother Keith, congratulations. All I can tell you, sir, is yeah, when you sit there and you look at what's possible, it is mind-boggling. And so all I'm gonna say is you want to be a citizen in as many countries as you can. And the key word, family, is more. Every country that you're a citizen in, you get more. We do have another hand up, and I'm going to get to that next hand before we get to the next question. And that hand is our very own, Miss Nicole Nikki Knox. Nick, you have the mic.
Yeah, Mike, I just wanted to share something real quick before my signal go bad. You know how I am. I'm a stickler for making sure people know exactly what it is that's going on. Now, when you did that simulator, right? You
Yes.
put in 1,000 Lydian lines, but understand, family, that does not mean that every country that lit up on that map is 1,000 Lydian lines. Many of them, probably almost all of them, are less than 1,000 Lydian lines. So before you go and just pick one of the countries that's lit up and just go straight for it and put 1,000 in, you need to make sure how many actual Lydian lines it takes to get into that country. Just wanted to point that out, just to make sure people got that.
Great point, Nikki. I'm glad you mentioned that. And my apologies on family. Sometimes I get a little excited. I think you may have picked that up. But let me say this. What Miss Nicole Nikki Knox just shared with you is absolutely spot on, in the sense that many of those countries are far less than 1,000 Lydian lines. Because if you notice, it will show you every country that is 1,000 or less that you can be a citizen in. So do you need 1,000 Lydian lines to be a citizen in Aruba? Absolutely not. You only need 48.1 to be a citizen in Aruba. Do you need 1,000 Lydian lines to be in many of those countries that were lit up? Absolutely not. Zimbabwe is another one that jumps out in my mind. So thank you, Nikki, for sharing that. The next question we have is from Mr. Nate Wiggins, and that question is, how do you get to that screen? Okay, Brother Nate, I need for you to help me out. Which screen are you referring to, sir? Because we've bounced around in several different screens, and I have no idea which screen you're referring to. If you could give me a little bit more information as to which screen you want me to show you, I will definitely get back to the screen. Sir, answered. So, Mr. Nate, if you would just type in the Q&A, which screen you were referring to, I will definitely get to that. And then we have one more question in the Q&A section, and it was from Mr. Kevin Edmonds. And Mr. Kevin Edmonds is asking the question, can XLTs be purchased without a package? XLTs without a package? Absolutely. The thing is, XLTs cannot be purchased without G999 coins. You have to have G999 coins on your dashboard because you can
Wait a
only
minute,
get...
Mr. Johnson.
Yes, sir.
Are we clear on that? Can XLTs be purchased without a package?
Okay, XLTs, as I understand it, and I could be out in left field on this, but because it's sitting over here, and it does not require a package to be over here, I don't think.
It's part of the active partner requirement. You have to have a package in order to acquire XLTs.
Okay, my apologies. To scratch that, yes, you do have to have a package, Mr. Edmonds. My apologies. Scratch that. The answer that I was about to say. I didn't realize you have to have a package. And once again, let me say this. I am in someone's back office that has a package. So to Brother Eric's point, if you do have a package, your dashboard or your back office is going to look slightly different than a customer's back office, than a partner's back office who does not have a package. So excellent point, Brother Eric. Thank you. So obviously you do have to have a package. My apologies. Okay, so we'll take care of that. Answered live. And next question we have, do you need NFTs to be paid as a citizen? No, you do not need NFTs to be paid as a citizen. Once you are a citizen in a country, you are paid 50% or you receive 50% of the staking volume. Now, understand, you need an NFT if you want to place an NFT in that country to do some of the things that an NFT can do in a country. But do you need an NFT to be a citizen? Absolutely not. What Brother Eric tossed out as a challenge to the members of Team Believe was he tossed out the challenge, maybe you may want to consider what I'm doing. And what he did was every country that he was a citizen in, it was his goal to get NFTs to match the number of countries that he was in. Then he bumped that goal up to the point that he wanted to have that amount of NFTs plus a certain amount more. And I don't know what that certain amount more, because he said he wanted to do some other things with NFTs as well. So no, you do not have, that's a long way around. No, you do not have to have NFTs to be a citizen in the country. Thank you, Wanda P. So that was answered. Next question, Miss Busy Bird, can XLTs be purchased without G999s? No, that was answered live. Miss Busy Bird, you have to have a G999s on your dashboard to purchase XLTs, because when you go to purchase an XLT, Sister Busy, if I'm going to demonstrate it for you, if you go to purchase XLTs and you click on a $99 smash, for instance, and let's say I'm going to walk through the whole process.
Can't see your screen.
Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you. Thank you, Nick. Let me get back to this button and we click on share screen. Okay, can you see it now, Nick? Can you hear me now? Can
Yes.
you see it? Thank you. Thank you. Okay, all I did, family, was click on a $99 smash. I'm into a 90, well, it only takes a second to do this. I click on the control panel on the left. Some people call it the menu. You click on $99, you go down here and it's on Bitcoin. I'm going to click $99 and I'm going to proceed like I have everything, but it tells you right here, you need to have 85% basically in Bitcoin, and you need 15% or 14.85, which rounds up to 15% in G999. All I'm going to do is click on this like I'm trying to purchase it and watch what happens. It comes back and it tells you you or your BTC wallet is insufficient for this action. But guess what? They always go to the BTC wallet first. If you have enough BTC in there, but you don't have enough G999, then it would have told you you have insufficient G999 to make this transaction go through. You have to have at least, and based on today's numbers, I'm going to show you one more time. They say repetition is the mother of learning. Okay, if it would just go in there and, okay, we're going to go one more time and I want to show you based on today's price, you need 2,676 G999 coins, 0.54 to basically secure an NFT, or excuse me, an XLT. So Busy, to answer your question, you have to have G999 on your dashboard. And I already knew in this account, Busy, there was no G999 to make that happen, because I believe this is my wife's account that I am in, and she only has roughly about 650 on her dashboard. So that's why I already knew going into this, it was not going to work. I'll hit the refresh button and I pray that this pops back in and it's stuck in that loop. And if we click on the dashboard, we go back up here again, you will see right here, she had 656. I was off by 6 coins. I knew she didn't have enough coins to smash the button, whether she had enough BTC or not. It always starts from the left and works to the right. In other words, if you need something from the left and from the right column, they start at the left. If you don't have enough Bitcoin, and it's going to tell you don't have enough Bitcoin. But if you have enough Bitcoin and you don't have enough G99, then it'll tell you have insufficient G99. If you have both, then you can purchase whatever you want to purchase. Great question, Ms. Busy. Hopefully that gave you your answer. We can click on that one. That one's done. Nate Wiggins, the screen that shows values of each NFT smash. Okay, great question, Mr. Wiggins, and I'm going to make this a little bigger because I do realize what it's like when you're viewing someone's screen. I have it at 150%. Here's this where you find that. All I did was scroll down like you're getting ready to create an NFT. It tells you right here, confirm payment and generate. When Brother Eric generated his NFT, he just clicked on that button. Here's where you find that graph. I'm going to click on the question mark. Bam, there's the graph. It shows you everything you need to know about what you get for each NFT that you receive. Excellent question, Mr. Wiggins. Thank you for clarifying that, and that was answered live, so that one's done. Okay, using G999 as collateral does not have the effect. Okay, wait a minute. Using G999 as collateral, how does that affect G999?
No, does that affect the G999?
Okay.
Using the G999.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does affect your G999. Let me explain. And if I'm doing this wrong, you help me out, Brother Eric. But watch this, family. When you go up here to your dashboard, okay, and when you use G999 as collateral, it's going to be pulled off of your dashboard. Then the G999 is going to go down, and since they have moved everything, Brother Eric, you may know how to do this quicker than I do. Okay, right here. It should be in this more details here, and it shows you where your G999 is going to be, and that's because I have it on too big of resolution. Give me 1 second. Take this down. Okay, take it down to 100. Okay, now I do want you to know you don't lose anything. We used 19,000 G999 coins to collateralize 51 XLTs for my wife. This is my wife's account. She doesn't lose any of this, but that had to be on her dashboard for her to use it as collateral. So that collateral will be released to you, as I understand it. I could be wrong, Brother Eric. It was scheduled to be released after 42 months. Has that changed, sir? If you're speaking, you're muted, Brother Eric. Has that changed? Maybe he's in a section where we can't hear him. Okay. The thing that I want you to understand is you have to have the G999 on your dashboard in order to smash the button for XLTs. Once you use it as collateral, it will always be listed right here on your dashboard. As I understood it, after 42 months, those collateralized XLTs, or excuse me, G999s will be released back to your dashboard. Ms. Nikki Knox, if you're in a position where you can unmute, is that how you understand it, or did I miss something?
Repeat what you just said. Repeat the last part of what you just said.
Okay. Once these coins have been placed in collateral state, they're collateralized for these XLTs. And as I understood it, after 42 months, if you hold those XLTs for 42 months, then and only then will these coins be released back to you, and they will be placed back on your dashboard. Is that still correct?
Haven't heard anything different.
Okay.
As far as that was the initial explanation for the collateralized coin. So as far as I know, yes, I don't remember hearing anything different. Brother Eric may have heard something different, but I didn't.
Sorry, I was away from the terminal. What was just?
Okay, the question is, and we're dealing with Mr. Kevin Edmonds' question, and using the G999 as collateral, how does that affect the G999 coin? I've already showed how it comes off the dashboard and it goes down in here. Mm-hmm. Now the question is, initially we were told after 42 months, the coins that you use, this collateral will be released to you and put back on your dashboard. Is that still correct?
That is correct. And whatever amount you have in the lifetime node treasury, it will earn a 5%. And then if it's not filled as a node, and then at the conclusion of those months, it's returned to you, the collateral along with the yield that's returned. Both will be.
Okay. Now here's my question, Brother Eric, and this was not asked yet, but I'm curious about this. If you sold your XLTs prior to the 42-month period of time, then you are basically forfeiting the collateral, correct?
Yes, you forfeit the collateral.
That's what I wanted to make sure. Okay, so Mr. Edmonds, your question was answered live, sir. Hopefully you're comfortable with what we shared with you. Thank you for sharing that. Okay, Mr. Wiggins is saying, I do not have a question mark on my page. Okay, no problem. I will work it out. Okay, you should, Mr. Wiggins, and I'm gonna go back to the dashboard. I believe everyone, unless I'm missing something, everyone should have a question mark right there. I've seen it on all of the back offices that I've worked in. Brother Eric, do you have a question? Well, I know you have one because you clicked on it before to show us stuff. If you do not have one on your page, Mr. Wiggins, you may want to take a screenshot of that and send in a support ticket. Don't make it a priority ticket. Just send in a support ticket. And it may be a glitch.
He's going to have one. He might need to reduce the resolution on his screen.
There you go. Great point. You know how to reduce your resolution, Mr. Wiggins? It's up in this upper right-hand corner, those 3 dots. Just go reduce your resolution and you'll probably see that question mark, sir. Because they should be on every platform. We all have the exact same back office. It's just the resolution changes things, family. I can assure you it changes things. So you may want to reduce your resolution. Great point, Brother Eric. That's why they pay you the big bucks. Okay, that's done. Next question we have is, Sister, stay ready. So if you don't want to use your G999, you can't do anything. What? Stay ready. Hold on a second. Okay, so if you
I believe she's talking about specifically to the XLTs, but maybe we can bring her in so she can ask her question.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna let her do that for sure. Okay, if you want to bring her in, Brother Eric, and then we have Miss Edith Smith's question, and I'll slide to Miss Edith Smith. Okay, when purchasing XLTs and you receive the BTC wallet has INS to complete the purchase. You then go to XLT.
She's in, Mr. Johnson. Hold off on that question.
All right, thank you. I like that hold up on that question. Okay. And
stay ready, go ahead.
You want me to go ahead?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay. I'm saying, based on what you were saying, because we have to use our G999s.
Now you're talking about for the XLT, right?
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. If you're trying to keep so many on your dashboard, then you will have to purchase some more in order to do whatever smashing you want to do.
That's correct.
All right. And my other question, Brother Mike and Brother Eric, is if you don't have enough NFTs to place in all of the countries that you are currently in, what happens? Is there going to be a way, or do either one of you know if we can make up that later with NFTs, or y'all don't know?
Okay, let me say this, and then I'm gonna let Brother Eric handle this. But first, Sister, stay ready. Don't think that you have to have NFTs for every country that you're in.
Okay.
That was just a challenge Brother Eric created. If you only got 5 NFTs and you're in 250 countries, there's no problem with that. You can place those 5 wherever you choose if you choose to put them in a country. You may not choose to use your NFTs in a country.
Oh, okay.
So please don't. And I know Brother Eric is doing a lot. And sometimes it's hard when you follow Brother Eric.
I'm not trying to follow Brother Eric. Don't even go there.
It's just hard to keep up with him, but just understand that's what he is doing. I think
Oh,
people
that's
missed
great.
that when he threw it out in the huddle. He specifically said, guys, this is what I'm doing.
Yeah, I did
I'm
hear
in
that.
X amount
I
of
didn't
countries.
know. I didn't know because I have purchased, a lot of countries, and I'm saying I wish I did have enough NFTs to place in all those countries, and I don't. I just wanted to know, was it going to be mandated?
Girl, stay ready.
What?
Don't listen to Mike.
Oh, oh,
Develop the will. Exercise that subconscious and say, how do I get enough NFTs in all these countries that I'm citizen in? How to do it. Don't listen to that poppycock the numbers gentleman is talking about. Just go ahead and exercise the will.
Okay. Remember, Rich, don't put me down. Don't put me
he
down.
hard
Rich.
on,
I'm
he
gonna
hard.
hurt you. I'm gonna hurt you if you put me down, Rich. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh God.
I don't know if anybody's muted. I don't know.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize I wasn't muted, and then I muted myself. Stay ready. Did we answer your question? Yeah, I think you might be muted, Miss Stay Ready.
Yeah, I was, but yeah, I'm clear. I'm clear.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Don't
Thank
listen
you.
to Brother Eric. Brother
Oh,
Eric will have you spending so much money, man. Please. He'll have you smashing that button. We'll have to get you a finger cast.
Look,
But
she's
no.
building a big enough team to do it. So it won't be me.
No, sister, stay ready. We're having fun. You can do whatever you choose. That's the beauty of this game. There is nothing that's mandatory, with the exception, you cannot secure XLTs without G999 coins as collateral. That is a given now. Okay? So hopefully that answered your question. Let's see what else we got here, Brother Eric. Miss Edith Smith's question, and then you got XLTs to make the exchange. Would you please? Okay, Brother Eric, if you can handle Miss Edith's question, I'm a little confused, and she has a question in the Q&A. It's the next one up. And
maybe we can bring her in to ask the question.
Okay, Miss Edith, we're going to bring you forward. And Mr. Nate, you sounds like you're good. So thank you, thank you, thank you. We got Mr. Nate taken care of. And Miss Edith, if you can bring her onto the platform, and I'm going to go ahead and take care of Mr. Nate's last question.
Sister Edith, you can unmute.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hey, Edith, yes, we can.
You have to excuse him, Miss Edith. He's had coffee twice today.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am. We can hear you, Edith.
Okay, I'm sorry. I couldn't hear your reply. What I was asking, and I reread my question, and I see I left a word out and I misspelled a word. Okay, when in the process of purchasing your XLTs, and you get to that little caution sign that says insufficient G999 coins, and then you have to go back to do the exchange process. Can you walk us through that, please?
Oh, how to get more coins? That's what you needed to know?
Yeah, well, yeah, I just want to make sure I got it in my mind, the exchange process.
Yes,
of how
ma'am.
to do
That one's easy. Thank you for explaining that, Miss Edith. I was a little lost. Okay.
Yeah, I was too after I read my own question.
I don't feel so bad now, Miss Edith.
Okay, thank you.
Here's a perfect example, family. If you notice right now on this dashboard, there's 656 G999 coins. That's not enough to make a smash of anything. And to Miss Edith's point, I could simply go over here to financial, click on G999 exchange. And if I wanted to, I have three options. I can use BTC, which is Bitcoin, ETH, which is Ethereum, or USDT, which is Tether. I could go in here and I could click on, let's say I'm going to use Bitcoin. I could simply click on this amount right here. and that's the amount of Bitcoin that I have on my dashboard, it would generate an additional 868 G999 coins. Now, let's say that Miss Edith was going to use, and I'm going to just toss in a number here, Miss Edith. Let's say you wanted to use $150 worth of USDT, okay? If you had $150 worth of USDT, watch this. It would generate right now 20,064 G999 coins. Now, if you notice, there was this red banner at the bottom that said insufficient balance. That means I do not have enough USDT on this dashboard to make this transaction possible. However, had I had $150 worth of USDT, I could walk away with 20,000 coins. So I could add those 20,000 coins onto my dashboard. That's one way that you can add as many coins as you want to spend money for on your respective dashboard. Let's say you wanted to do just $100, okay? Today, $100 will get you 13,376 G999 coins on your dashboard. See, the beauty of this exchange is you can pick and choose the dollar amount. You just have to have that dollar amount loaded onto your dashboard in either of the three currencies that we talked about: Bitcoin, Ethereum, or USDT.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, sir. I'm using BTC, Bitcoin.
Okay.
Okay. So it's basically the same process.
Same process.
I would
What
click
it's going
on.
to give you, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No. I was just going to say, I would, as you have just done,
Mhm.
I would click on BTC because I'm loading some onto my dashboard in just a few minutes.
Okay.
So I would click on BTC and put in the amount that I would like to exchange.
Correct.
Okay, for the G99. And
Yes,
then,
ma'am.
okay, and then once I get that total over into the G99 box, then I would click on exchange.
Yes, ma'am. You click on exchange and it'll walk you right through that process. And it'll
Okay.
load the G999 directly onto your dashboard.
Okay. And then I can proceed on with getting my XLTs. I'm getting ready to do a couple of smashes in a few minutes.
Yes, ma'am. One thing, Miss Edith, and I'm glad that I just noticed this.
Okay.
This box was checked. If this box had remained checked, these coins would not go to my dashboard. They would have been added directly onto my lifetime node.
Okay,
so make
leave
sure
that
that box
unchecked.
is empty if you want
Yes.
them to go to your dashboard.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you so
You're
much.
very welcome.
And I'll proofread my questions before I send it over the next time. Thank you, Mr. Johnson. Thank you, Brother Eric.
Thank you, Ms. Smith. And we do have one other question piece. How much would one need to get 50,000 G999 coins? Okay. Now, Sister Denise Mohammed asked the question, how much would somebody need to get 50,000 G999 coins? Great question. We're just going to click on G999, or excuse me, we're going to click on USDT. And we saw 20,000 was 150. So watch this, Sister Denise. We're just going to throw in a rough number. Let's see, 450 is too much. We back that up. Let's just try $400. $400 would get you 57,000. So that's too much. Let's try 350 and see what that'll do for you. There you go, Sister Denise. And that's not bad for an old guy. All I did was play with numbers and it came up with a little over 50,000 coins. So if you put $350 worth of anything, let me explain. It could be $350 worth of USDT, $350 worth of Bitcoin, or $350 worth of Ethereum. That answers your question. Today, at today's price, you're going to get roughly about 50,000 coins. So thank you for that question, Sister Denise. I believe that question was answered live and we're good with our questions. That being the case, I get the good fortune of turning this back over to the host with the most, Brother E.T. Muhammad.
Yes, I still believe we have hands raised. I'm not sure.
Okay, you see
Let
hands.
me-
Oh, I'm sorry, it's 3 hands so raised. Okay, and these are hands that I'm loving because we can bring these people in and I don't have to read those questions. Not that it's a problem reading your questions, family, but it is a problem reading your questions. Okay, first person that we had, Miss Busy Bird jumped the line. That was interesting. Okay, Miss Busy Bird, go ahead and ask your question.
Yes, thank you, Brother Mike. Thank you, Brother Eric. And first, I'd like to say, Brother Eric and Mike, Nikki, these trainings has really been awesome, awesome, very, very helpful, especially for me with handling 9 different accounts for myself and my family. So I like to say thank you for doing this for us each day. Now, and I do have 2 questions. My first question is regarding the Lydian Lions, the top line and the bottom line. Now, my top line has been increasing after each transaction and thing that I do, but the bottom line, the bonus line, has not. It has remained the same 4 different times when the top line has increased. So I thought you get the top line plus some in the bonus, which is the bottom. So I'm just wondering why my bottom line has not changed even after 4 different transactions.
That's a Brother Eric question. Brother Eric, I'm gonna let you handle that one, sir.
The top has changed, but the bottoms have not.
So you're saying that this number here is changing, but this number has not, correct?
Right, right. After 4 times, yes, it remains the same.
Okay. Brother Eric, you want to address that, sir?
I think he might be muted. Right?
If you're speaking, Brother Eric, we can't hear a word. You may be muted, sir.
Okay, Mike. So while we wait for Brother Eric, my second question was regarding the legacy points that my family has. They have quite a bit, but not enough to rank in the top 2,000 for the Dream Incentive. So my question is, can I use those legacy points to get position in additional countries for them? And if not, what is the other option for the legacy points that they have?
Okay, great question. Wow, don't know what that was. Great question, stay ready. And I do want to caution you, and mind you, I am not a financial advisor, nor am I advising you on your finances. I do want to share this with you. What I am doing is I'm just going in here, and let's say this is one of your family members and they haven't
If you're
done
trying to
anything.
share, we don't see.
Can't
your
see,
screen.
can't see.
Okay, I got you. Thank you. I'm sorry. Give me 1 second, fam. We're gonna come in here. Okay. And I'm just showing you, once again, none of us are financial advisors and none of us are trying to advise you on your finances. However, I want you to understand, you asked a question about legacy points and can you exchange them for those who are not even close to being able to do anything with the Super Dream Incentive for a position in the Lydian world. The short answer is yes, you can do that. The thing that I want you to understand is you do need to go back and spend a little time reading your package information because this formula is based on your package. And when you see what it requires for you to exchange it based on the package that you may have, you may second guess that choice. It's on you because the basic packages, I think, was at 0.4%. The
No,
mere
2.
0.2 for the basic. Ooh, Lord, that's 20%.
Yeah.
Okay. So in other words, that's 20% for every legacy point that you're gonna have. So it would take 5 legacy points just to get 1 point. Ooh, Lord, do you really want to do that? But here's the deal. When you check eligibility and it tells you what it requires for you to become a citizen there, yes, you can, if you noticed, it gave you the option of exchanging legacy points when you don't have enough Lydian Lions to do this. But if that's what you want to do, with a basic package, it's a 20% ratio. In other words, and you need 5 to make up 1 point, 1 Lydian Lion. And that could get expensive quickly. I'm just saying. But like you said, if they're not using the legacy points and they're just going to sit there and rot, well, that's on you. We don't know what they're going to do with legacy points down the road, though.
Can you hear me, Mike?
Yes,
Can y'all hear me?
Go ahead.
Now, Brother Eric can correct me because I remember the chairman saying that there are pools that are going to be available, so they may not get anything as far as they're one of the 2,000 people, but they still may be eligible to get something in the pools that have been created for people with the legacy points. So don't think they won't get anything. Busy, they still may very well get something, and you know how this company is.
Right. And let me just interject there if I can, because that's a great point. Yesterday, any of you that were here for the training yesterday, you saw us go through the incentives and encouraging you all to go to your back office and read them, because the question you asked, you can probably already answer if you just did your own independent study and just read it. You know, I'm here to say this. We do a training and we make recommendations, but we're not here to do the job for you. You know, now this was inspired by what I heard of the answer to Busy's question. So I don't want Busy to think this is an indictment against her. The response and Nikki's response brought out a greater thought for me. Okay. When we say at the end of the day, this is our business. Well, in the beginning of your day, you should know it's your business. You know, I didn't hear fully Sister Busy's question, but what I did hear of it, I appreciate it. But the answer is it makes me want to encourage you to go through your back office and read. Don't treat reading like bleeding, right? Nobody wants to bleed. So if you treat reading like that, you're going to leave a lot of money on the table, or even worse, you can waste your assets. Your legacy points are assets. Everything in this opportunity is an asset. And when you go through your incentives, it gives you everything from the Super Dream incentive all the way down to the chairman's bonuses and what is guaranteed to those who qualify. So I'm encouraging you to read it on your own. I'd rather that be a homework assignment for you as opposed to us taking you through all of those. Read your dashboard, go through your dashboard, and then come back with questions about the things that you studied that you may not understand, because that will deepen the understanding. That's the desire I have for us, and this is what I'm recommending that we do. Okay, so maybe Mr. Johnson, you can show them where to find the area for promotions or incentives or however it's listed, and then they go on their own and read this, you know, because it is so important that you get it, because you know the goals you have for yourself, for your children, for your children's children, for your siblings, for your spouses and loved ones. What happens is it gives you more maneuverability when you give yourself product knowledge. But please understand what Sister Nikki stressed about the legacy points. It's an asset. Everything we do in this opportunity is an asset. The only thing that we don't consider the asset is that which we convert for it, meaning we get rid of the trash or the cash, excuse me, and we convert it to the asset. I'm sorry I wasn't available to hear all of your questions, Busy, but appreciate the response it generated because it compelled me to just share that. Family, we must position ourselves to not be just hearers, but be readers and doers. We do more efficiently when we read, and we do more efficiently when we write. Back
Okay.
over here.
Hold on,
Thank you.
before we,
Thank you,
I'm gonna
brother.
show Sister Busy exactly what you wanted me to show her, but she had a two-part question. The first part was directed to definitely to you, Brother Eric. And Sister Busy, if you will repeat that question, because Brother Eric was not in a place where he could hear it. And this is something that we need for you to answer, Brother Eric. Go ahead, Sister Busy.
Mhm. Yes, thank you, Mike. Brother Eric, in regards to the Lydian Lions, the top line has been changing for 4 different transactions that I've done. However, the bottom or the bonus line has not, even after 4 different transactions. It's just remaining the same.
Well, the bonus portion goes into the top.
Okay. Okay, so I thought both lines are supposed to change in any.
They are supposed to, in the event you're talking about for the NFT, right?
Lydian World, the Lydian Lions.
I'm
The
sorry,
top
but
line,
you're talking about the NFTs, acquiring the NFTs where it gives you the bonus and the Lydian Lions.
yes.
Okay, so what I would encourage you to do is, do you have a snapshot of what you had prior to making the transaction?
Yes, I write
Great.
everything down. I have it
Great.
written down, so.
Great. Well, a screenshot is better in case it's a glitch, because then you can send it. But what you want to look at is the exchange history
Mhm.
to make sure that your bonuses are recorded. I believe it's in the exchange history. I believe that's where it goes. But other than that, I wouldn't have an answer other than to screenshot your experiences before you make the transaction, so you can have an adequate assessment because if it is an issue, then you'll need to send it to support. And when you send it to support, they're going to require screenshots to see what you're talking about, because blockchain moves instantly.
Absolutely. Okay, thank you. Thank you,
You're
brother.
welcome. Hope that was a help.
One thing, Busy, when you send in that screenshot, make sure you save it as a JPEG. I have found that they function far better with JPEGs. There are certain people that work in the support section that have sent back screenshots that I've done if it was not a JPEG. So save it as a JPEG and you should be hitting on all cylinders. Now, the area that Brother Eric was talking about, you simply go down on the menu or control panel and you go to promotions. When you click on promotions, you simply click on incentives. And it brings up all of the respective incentives that are in place. It starts with the Super Dream incentive and it runs all the way down. It will show you all currently active incentives or promotions. Talks about the annual bonuses, legacy points, any and everything. A lot of people have asked questions, well, how do you know about legacy points? How do you know what you're going to get with certain functions? They have it all back here. Again, this is on the blockchain, which means everything is transparent. There's no secret little whatever, handshakes or anything you got to learn. Everything that you need to know is right back here. Okay. And as the more you scroll down, the more you're educating yourself, the more you're learning exactly what you're going to receive when you do certain things within the system. So again, none of this is secret handshakes involved. It's all basically right there. All we have to do is go read, as Brother Eric has indicated. That being the case, there was two more questions that popped into the reading section. Okay, Brother Kevin Edmonds, he's saying, would you say purchasing NFTs and G999s are more important than XLTs at this moment? Brother Kevin, unfortunately, that is a decision that you and only you can make. It's important relative to you. What is more important to you, sir? What may be important to me or to Brother Eric or to Miss Nikki Knox may not be as important to you. So again, as Brother Eric indicated, this is your business. You have to treat it as such. What I strongly encourage you to consider is what is important to you. What are you trying to accomplish? Are you looking to build long-term wealth? Are you looking to build your team? Are you looking to build, assets for your family for generations to come? And then you can make decisions based on if an NFT is more important to you than, and the G999 is more important than XLTs. But one thing, you cannot secure XLTs without G999. G999 runs everything on our platform.
Or without a package, Mr. Johnson.
Without a package. Thank you, sir. So you may want to consider that. If you don't have a package, that may be your first step. Once you do have a package, we say it all the time in presentations. It gives you the keys to the kingdom. Even the basic package opens up everything for you. So you can play in everything. And too often we make the assumption that everyone has a package. Well, that's an incorrect assumption on my part. Just don't think you can pay a $49 partner fee and that's going to open up everything. That gets you some things, but it does not get you everything. A basic or above package gives you access to everything. So hopefully that answered your question, sir.
Can I say one more thing,
Yes,
Brother
ma'am.
Mike?
Sure.
And Mr. Edmonds, if in fact you are looking to get XLTs, they end in a few days. You have a little bit longer for the NFTs than you do for the XLTs. So if in fact that's what you're looking to do and get some, you don't have long. You only have about 3 days to get any. So at this moment, that's what you're looking to get. You ain't got much time left. So.
And we covered that earlier in the training, sir. So to me, if you want to get XLTs, they would be a priority right about now, because as Miss Nicole Knox indicated, they're going to go away. They're going to go away long before the NFTs go away. So if you're interested, you may want to move up sooner versus later. And if you don't have a package, that may be the first step you may want to consider doing, because that package, not only does it give you access to everything, it also gets you access to the Blockchain Academy. And the Blockchain Academy is going to be extremely important in teaching you about a lot of these terms you may have heard people talk about that you may not be familiar with. So there's tremendous value in the basic package and all of the subsequent packages.
Mr. Johnson?
Yes, sir.
For consideration of time, we have 4 hands raised.
Wow.
Remaining in the platform, and that's those, with your permission, those will be the only questions or comments we'll take at this point before closing out.
I agree wholeheartedly. I didn't realize we had 4 hands up. Let me stop my screen share so I can see all of these hands, and we're going to get to the hands. And these are the last 4 hands, family, because we do have to shut it off at some time. We do have other income producing activities that we need to get to. The very first person is Miss Stephanie Pryor. Miss Pryor, you have the mic.
Hi, guys. Something I wanted, going back to when you were talking about choosing the countries and you were doing the math. And I had a question because something was confusing to me in one of those webinars with Alexandru and Mr. Height. They were saying how just get in all the countries, like, people, I think someone had kind of posed a question about how to calculate what's the payout in the country and whatnot. And then they were saying how the company is going to put revenue into the staking pools. So for countries that didn't have any really activity going on and they were going to just get in all the countries because they're going to put revenue into the stake. So then it made it kind of difficult because I was thinking the same way you're thinking about calculate which countries that you go into, because some pay out better than others because this low on citizenship. And even if the staking pool isn't high, based on the citizenship, it's a higher payout than some of the high staking pools with a lot of citizens. So then I
Brother
got
Eric is laughing for a reason, Miss Pryor. He's not laughing at you. He's laughing
Oh, no,
for a whole different reason.
that's all right. I didn't take it that way.
But
So
no,
I was like,
excellent question. Yes, ma'am. And here's the thing, and I'm glad you picked up on something, and I want to share this with the entire family. Ms. Pryor picked up on something that came directly from the corporate office. Remember, none of us are in the corporate office. We can work with what we have today. What we have today is exactly what you did, Ms. Pryor, and what I've done. We sat there and we looked at, okay, this has X amount of staking, and this is what my potential reward is going to be. Great. This is a great country. For those countries that have little to no, quote unquote, existing staking, if the company is going to deposit whatever they're going to deposit or make it well worth your while to be a citizen in those countries, outstanding. It's more. But right now, we already know what's on the table because the game book shows us whatever is currently staking in a country is going to be split with all of the citizens. 50% of what's staking is going to be split with the citizens. That's where that formula came from. So your point is spot on. And here's the beauty of your point. More is more. So if they're going to put more in countries, we win and we win. Brother Eric doesn't care about all of this, looking at the staking and all that. That's why he's laughing. So he's just getting citizenship everywhere he can. And here's the comical piece. He doesn't even look at how much it costs to be a citizen there. He's just saying, okay, I don't have this one on my list. Pow, that one's gone. I got this one on my list. Pow. So you can do whatever you choose. At the end of the day, we get more. So thank you, Ms. Pryor. Hopefully that helped. And oh, by the way, you saw you were right when you mentioned about the flipping. Yes,
yeah,
you were right. Yes.
Let me
Mike.
go ahead, Nikki.
Oh, no, go ahead. All right, go ahead.
You know, the reason I was laughing is, and correct to Mr. Johnson's point concerning me, not laughing at any of us on this platform, and definitely not at you, Sister Stephanie, because I also know you can fight. But yeah, I know Stephanie Pryor now. Okay, but what I was chuckling over is the fact that there are so many ways to calculate the revenue options associated with your citizenship or positioning in a country in Lydian world. It will dizzy you because you have other factors that were left out that are in the game book that we don't normally calculate with. We have not assessed with. We only use what we've been accustomed to entertaining.
mm-hmm.
So there's more on the table. Now, Mr. Cochindo did mention, and I'm not sure, but I know that nothing is concrete until it happens, right?
Right.
But that in the Lydian world, masternodes are unlimited. And masternodes will be placed in countries that are underdeveloped to give it a base to work with. And since that conversation, we now have treasures that are in the countries that we know for a fact now.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
All right. The treasures, along with the percentages that come back to these countries that we're staked in, will be an additional calculation.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And then you have another area of calculation that Mr. Johnson and I were going over that we'll share on Saturday more in depth. But you do know Well, should I say something about it, Mr. Johnson? Because it's not like it's a surprise.
I'm
We're
gonna
not
tell you
gonna.
like Nikki told me. No, no,
Okay,
that needs to wait till Saturday.
we'll show you Saturday.
Okay.
But yeah, to your point, yeah, it could really, they throw so many things in the pot and you're wondering about the earnings, and it makes it messes with your strategy because you're thinking, well, the more staking that's going on in a country, you want to be there. Well, that's true in one sense. And then here's the other sense. Is it really more staking when you're dealing with proportion? How many citizens are there with that staking? If you have 1 million coins being staked in a country and you have 1 million citizens, well, the ratio is not
Right.
If you have 1 million coins and 19 citizens, well, you're faring a little better.
Absolutely.
Okay. So what kind of balance is given in this construct? We're learning more and more as we go, as we get closer to its opening and it's in terms of the development and everything that we have. So yeah, Saturday is going to be interesting because we have a little more to add to it, to the training. And yeah, that's a good problem to have. Do I get more? Do I get more? That's why I laugh. Okay, back over to you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Pryor. The next hand that we have, Brother Eric, is our very own Miss Edith Smith. Ms. Smith, you've been brought to the platform. You can unmute and go ahead and ask your question. Let's see if you can unmute and try it, Ms. Smith. There you go.
I don't know what happened. I did not raise my hand and I do not have a question, but I can say that I am most grateful and appreciative for everything that you all have done in the past few days and going on forward until the 24th. I just put a little comment in the chat, and this is very true, that my brain has been so scrambled in the past 3 or 4 months in a good way that I've just decided to go with the flow and I'm just following the leaders. Like Simon says, okay? So Simon says, do this, and I'm going to try my damnedest, excuse me, to do that. So thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Smith. We appreciate that. Excuse me, Ms. Nicole Nikki Knox, you mentioned that you had a point that you wanted to make when Brother Eric was answering Ms. Pryor's question.
I was just going to bring up the fact that what I've been saying since this started, that don't have vision. I want people to have vision. Don't look at just what you see now when you're looking at positioning in Lydian world. Because back when we first started, what we see now wasn't there. And we haven't even launched yet. So 2, 3, 10 years from now, we don't know what the poorest country will look like. So I just wanted people to still have that vision, look ahead. Mr. Height always increases. He always does more. And we have no idea what all is in store for us when it comes to Lydian world. We had no idea about getting these NFTs and they mining in the country, and we having these treasuries 3 months ago. So have vision. Have vision. That's it.
Thank you, Miss Nikki Knox. And the next person that we have is Mr. Robert Fisher. Mr. Fisher, you can unmute your mic, sir, and ask your question.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can, loud and clear. Go ahead, Mr. Fisher.
Yep. Yes, sir. There are XLTs on the main platform, and there's also XLT on the exclusive living. The ones on the main platform, is that a combination of both, or are they independent of each other? The exclusive living, there are XLTs along with the collateral, G999, but yet on the main dashboard, there's the XLTs, there's the, there's XLTs and the other wallets, 6 wallets.
I know at one point, They were, and I don't know if that's the same now because many of us are receiving daily rewards in relation to XLTs, and they're not necessarily being generated through the new acquisition and collateralization of
I ain't gotta use them.
XLT coins. I mean XLT, XL tokens. So I'm not sure if they'll reflect because of the rewards we're receiving on a daily basis in terms of being the total. But that's a good question. With your permission, I'll send that up line to see if we can get some clarity on it. At one point, they were not, and then they were combined where you could see a little variance in terms of what you had done before the XLT dashboard became available in the Magic Living section, Magic Journey section. But now, with the additional rewards we're receiving, particularly as it relates to Drive with 5 and the other.
If you still can hear me, I was saying that's important in that.
I can't hear anything else you're saying, Mr. Fisher. Okay, back over to you, Mr. Johnson.
Yes, sir. Mr. Fisher, we lost you, and it doesn't look like you're muted, but for whatever reason, we lost your reception, sir. I just wanted you to know when we didn't catch the last portion of what you were sharing. Okay, so if you can, we'll keep you on the panel, and that way, if you can rectify that.
Okay.
There you go. Now we can hear you. Go ahead, so you can finish your question or finish your response. And we lost him again. I don't know if it's a connection issue or what.
Probably, but I'll still
Okay.
push a question up line. We don't need to keep them up on the panel. We'll just push a question up line, and hopefully we'll have some clarity. So,
thank you, sir.
It's okay. I'm traveling. I'll come in another day. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Fisher. The next person you're going to hear from is Sister Dorcas Clark. Sister Clark, you have the mic.
Brother Mike, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Awesome. Thank you so very much for taking my question today and yesterday. I'm in a better place today where I can talk. It's quiet and I don't have any distractions. I just wanted to say that this training has been amazing. I have learned so much about NFTs, and I'm able to put that along with the other tools that I have learned. And I just got to tell you this because I'm so excited. I have exchanged some trash for an ascending asset. Wait a minute. No. And I did it because of all that I've learned, how I've been educated in wealth builders worldwide. So I'm able to do it. And I'm able to go to work and get me some NFTs, man, and some XLTs. I am super excited about this right now. It's crazy. So you can say, yes, her eyes have become opened and she is awake.
Wow.
And I learned how to raise my hand on this doggone Zoom app on my phone. I'm like crazy. It's like everything is happening at one time. If the dream is big enough, no telling what will happen. I'm telling you, if the dream is big enough. Why?
Yes, we do.
Because the dream is big enough. Thank you. 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 Now, if I can just learn how to do screenshots, I'll really be floating on air. But right now, I'll just take this cloud. So if I get stuck, I know where to go. YouTube.com, Believe TV, hashtag Team Believe, and look at those videos. Because Brother Eric, you have an arsenal of tools there. Brother Mike, you are amazing, and I thank you for your time and your patience with me. but you don't know. When you're able to look at something for yourself and be able to do it, it puts a whole nother flavor to the coffee.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so I just wanted to say thank you.
Thank you, Sister Clark. Thank you. You are amazing. That's all I can say. You are simply amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Big enough. God bless you.
Wow. God bless you, ma'am. Miss Nicole Nikki Knox, I see you have your hand up. Go ahead, Nick.
In reference to what Mr. Robert Fisher asked, on my dashboard, I can't say what as far as his, but on my dashboard, my my XLT wallet and the other page where you have the exclusive living tokens, they mirror. They're the same exact, and that's including my daily rewards that I'm getting. So they're mirroring on mine.
Okay. We're going to bring, because he has his hand up again, we'll bring Mr. Fisher back in. The next voice you will hear from is Miss Lisa Daniels. Miss Daniels, you're on the platform. Daniels. I don't have my glasses on. Daniels. I'm sorry, Miss Daniels, you can unmute your mic and we would love to hear from you.
Thank you, Eric, for saying my name. It is Danielle.
You're welcome, Lisa.
Just think of a seal. I don't know. Anyway, okay, so I just have a question. So that I can make my next move. With those, I think they're signature cards, where you have a voucher and it says I have one is redeemable. Is that the $99? Is that for an upgrade or?
No, that's your security card. That's your cold wallet storage where you can store your crypto onto the card to move it offline.
Oh, so that just means, well, one redeemable means because redeemable,
you've earned one. So
I did.
Yes, so you can order it for its delivery. You earned one because you qualified in the previous incentive to receive one wherever you placed. See, you won and didn't even know.
You're muted, Miss Lisa. You may want to unmute. Somehow you went muted again.
Okay, can you hear me now?
There we go. Yes, ma'am.
All right. Okay. Sorry, somebody called me and that's never happened because I don't talk a lot.
Hate when that happens?
Most of the time. But yeah. Okay, so all right. And then I had my other question then, because basically to do the exclusive node, you will get much more if you have a higher package, right? So then would be the time to start acquiring is after that, so that those things kick in, correct?
If that's your goal, yes.
I'm trying to make one, yeah.
Yeah. If that's your goal, then you will want to acquire the package first to qualify for the multipliers associated with your efforts afterwards.
Okay, and that brings me to my last question. So when you go into the package section, and at the end of all of that, when you scroll over to the right, you'll see at the end, it says like, oh gosh, I think it said like $11.99 or I don't know what that one is.
That's a direct package that's associated with NFTs. We'll learn more about that as the days go along. Okay, but so that's not one you should. I don't think you need to concern yourself with at this time.
Okay, so that's not relative to the Pathfinder, the Explorer, and all that good stuff. Okay, that's all I was wondering because I was like, I haven't heard a word about this one, but yeah. All right, thank you. I'm super freaking excited. Like, I'm afraid to get excited. That's weird, but I am. I'm scared because I'm used to like, life, and it's like, wait, this is a really cool life. Like, I have to get used to this. my cheeks hurt. So I don't let anybody know I'm excited in a way. 'Cause that's less haters. But I'm it's Christmas, you guys, and my birthday is the 19th, so it's gonna be awesome.
Well, happy birthday in advance, Miss Lisa.
Thank you. I'm gonna gift myself again.
I think that would be wise. Congratulations.
Thank you. It's gonna gift me back too. So yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Well, have a good day. I'm off to work. Thank you, you
Thank
guys.
you, Miss
Oh.
Lisa. Thank you. Oh.
Oh.
And the last hand that we have up, family, is Mr. Robert Fisher. Mr. Fisher, you can unmute, sir, and you have the mic.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Again, thanks to Mr. Nikki Nicole Knotts. Mine two platforms have different numbers, and that's why I did ask to see if the total was on the main platform and the other ones were different that were on the exclusive living platform. Mine does not mirror. But anyway, I'll send in a ticket. I'll figure it out. So thanks for all you guys do. I don't want to take up any more time. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome, sir. And the whole purpose of being able to ask questions is to try to help any way we possibly can. And don't feel that it's a waste of anyone's time or taking up our time. That's not who we are. That's not what we do. But thank you, Mr. Fisher, and thank you for all of your patience. And you know what I am referencing to. So
yes,
I truly appreciate you, sir.
Man, we love you guys. So trust me. I'm all in. Thank you. Thanks again.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. That was the last of the questions. Well, excuse me. We have one more hand that just snuck in. All right, stay ready. I'm gonna let this one go this time, but this is the last hand that we're taking. And the last hand that we have is Sister Stay Ready, and you are unmuted.
All right, Mike. All right. I had to put my hand up on this one because I've been looking for my aluminum card, and I just received my mail a minute ago, and I received 4 cards, right? But none of them are aluminum. So I'm just saying, I don't know what the heck is going on. Brother Eric, come on in here and talk to me. Did you hear me, Brother Mike?
I heard you loud and clear, but I thought you
the number you're trying to read.
He sounded like me. Like
that may be your security cards. That may be your signature cards, not your lifestyle cards.
Correct.
Oh, okay. All right. Brother Mike, I got to pick on you a second, though. You know what? Because I like to hear you say, cricket, cricket, cricket. All right. All right, guys. That was it.
Thank you, Sister Stay Ready. It is
all right. Thank you for taking my call.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Brother E.T. Muhammad, you have the mic. I am officially signing off, sir. Thank you for allowing me to share. Back to you.
I'm sorry, one second. I had to find the mic. Boy, Stay Ready, you something else. You something else. Thank you, family. Thank you for attending the presentation. Please keep in mind that we're coming up on the 20th of December, which is Monday, 2 p.m. Eastern. We will be back tomorrow at 3 p.m. We have the tools training tonight with Mr. Johnson. Please do not forget. And one last thing I do need to share. Some of you are still experiencing, all of us are still experiencing it actually. In your GS Lifestyle membership, the crypto section is being upgraded. It's been going on since yesterday, from what I understand. So as a result, anything that you have there on that platform can't be moved. You can't send it, you can't receive, you can't send, you can't buy, you can't sell. You can't do anything with it until the upgrade is complete. Hopefully it's near completion, because there's a lot of us waiting to do some really great things. And so I just want to make sure that all of you are aware, in the event that you're thinking about moving monies over there, You might want to come up with an alternative if you need to move a little quicker. So I wanted to share that. And lastly, I'll see us all tomorrow. In the meantime, enjoy the concert. Thank you, Miss Nikki Knox. Thank you, Mr. Johnson. And I'll see us all on the 9 p.m. tonight and the 10 p.m. tools trading with Mr. Mike Johnson. Oh. Give me a second. Doesn't look like the concert wants to show us any love, so maybe we won't have it today. I'll try one more time. It doesn't look like it's going to work. All right, family. We'll go ahead and end it. I won't try to force it if it doesn't fit. Peace and power. I will see us all at 9 p.m. Go Rocks. Ahoo, everyone.